Hello, this vehicle has just turned up. It's the Hymer Exsis-i 474, 664 centimeters in length, and let's have a look at it. As you can see, it's got a integrated front to it. We've got entrance here to the driver's cab with a step up into it. And now let's come round to the side. So I think it looks really good from the outside, and what this vehicle really does make me think of to a large extent is my own, or admittedly my own. It's 17 years older and it has a sort of a different classification, but in some ways it is rather similar inside. Let's close the door as well. So what we've got here is, at the rear, we've got this German bed layout. And so you can see an enormous bed here, almost 4 square meters, almost, not quite. Details, more details are in the description for those wanting it. This vehicle will cost 110,000, at least 110,000 euros. That is to say, that is the base price, and all the extras come on top of that. Right, so let's stop this being a German layout and put it into a 2 singles layout. There is actually a plate that goes in there. I just did that for speed whilst I'm filming. So let's have a look at the storage up here. Depth there. Window either side. That was quite banged. That was because the hinges are new, I think, and still quite good. There's a ledge up here above the window. You know, normally I don't like ledges. In this case, I don't have anything against it because you can't do anything else with that space up there. And let's have a look at here as well. There we go. Right, next to the bed, we've got 2 USBs. We've got shore power, and we've got 12 volt. There's 2 12 volt. It's in here. There's 2 or 3, is it? So either 2 or 3. There's 5 USB points in the vehicle, but the 5 points, that is, not 5 doubles. And there is, I think there's 5 of these plugs as well. That's off the top of my memory. Please check that one with the in the description. That's a look at it looking down here. So it's quite good on the storage front, and of course there's also storage under the bed down here, which I'll now take you to. So there's a wardrobe in there, pretty big, comes with a light as well, and notice the way the fuses have been built into the wall. On this side, little bit of storage there as well. Now we can, of course, as always with these Hymer models, we can get in like this. We can remove this, put that up there. And then we can lift this up like that. I think that's a really useful feature. I know there's people who say, well, what about how you make the bed and all the rest of it? My idea for making the bed would be to have each of these 5, 5 with that one, each of the 5 mattresses to have a separate sheets on them, and to get them done built to order, which is possible. There are companies that actually do that. In fact, I tried to actually get a friend of mine to actually build these things, sew them to order, which he didn't think was a good business, so she didn't bother, even though I couldn't finance it. But never mind. Here we've got the ladder, which will allow you to get into bed when you've got a German layout set up. And in here we've got storage, and of course down here as well. There's the clean water. Now normally the fresh water is further up front and the black water is to the rear. Elegant washroom, and here we have got This is a false wall which will move in and out if you so require, but you don't have to put it in and out because you can shower and still see yourself in the mirror. But you will get your toilet all wet. Well, it depends how careful you are. I'm careful and I don't get the toilet all wet. Here, there's a plug, so that's probably the reason why you got to close the false wall. And some storage for the stuff you might need in the washroom. It's got a sensible sliding door. Kitchen comes with a Thetford Tower fridge with storage below, and kitchen block. In Hymer vehicles they all sort of look rather similar. And above it we've got storage. What's this for? Don't know. No idea. Maybe it's supposed to look elegant. They're doing it in just about all their vehicles. I think it's a waste of space. Now, there is a double floor down here, which I'll show you right now. So what is quite curious about this is, I think, the fact that we've got our water dump inside in the vehicle. Now in my case it's at the rear, it's in the garage, so I've got to open the garage and then I can dump the water. The advantage of mine is that I actually more or less control where the water is going, because I can't see where I'm putting the water in this case. In this case, of course, if it's pouring with rain, then you can actually release the water from inside and you don't necessarily get the dirty water splashing on you. I think I prefer this system, to be quite honest, but I can see the disadvantages of it as well, and so the advantage of having something like with my vehicle where it's done from the rear. But anyway, write down what you think about that one. The release is this thing here, open, close, this thing here turns around like that. L-shaped seating group here and largish table. Seats, as you can see, brand new, protected, came in off the lorry this morning, and you can see this is on a Fiat Ducato. It's on the automatic gearbox there, and Fiat's about to change its automatic gearbox from a German manufactured one to what I understand it to be an Italian manufactured one, and so I'm unable to say how that will work out or not, but people are on the whole happy with the Fiat automatic, I think. I haven't heard any complaint. Sorry, not true, I did hear one this morning, but on Facebook, but there's not many complaints about the automatic gearbox on the Fiat. And so anyway, we'll see how that works out. Don't know, maybe I'm just jumping to conclusions unnecessarily. I've got an unusual setup here with don't know, I think that's more decorative than anything else. Door is very nice. I like a window in the door, I like a bin in the door, and I do like some hooks in the door, but this one hasn't got any. We've got down here extension to the kitchen, and we've also got a place for putting your sandals in, I think. Up here we've got the Truma. This will give 6 kilowatts of heating, and in a vehicle like this with the PUAL insulation system that Hymer's using, then I really think, well, I can speak personally, but for me, I'm convinced that even at temperatures at -20, -25, I wouldn't be uncomfortable. And that's my opinion anyway. Obviously, I appreciate everybody is different. Now, we've got an extra bed up here. I'll open it up. Now, I can't show you it fully out because we've got the chairs, got to put the chairs down, but I can give you an idea of the size. And that's what it looks like here. So, obviously, it comes down twice as far as that, but you can get an idea of how big it is. Also, you can see it's got some lights there as well, and this will click in up there, I hope. With it being new, oh, well, I'll do that later. Storage there, comes with a television, Alphatronics, and good. So there's a walk around. What do you think? What I saw this when it came in. Oh, that's great! I can't wait to get and have a look at that, because it's very similar to my own. Okay, mine has some differences. I've got a wardrobe here. I've got a widthwise bed, and the fridge is down here. So there are those differences. But in the intervening time, it is somewhat similar, I suppose. So mine's a Hymer B514. There will be a description, a link in the description. Now, we've also got built into the sides, you can see we've got blinds as well to make it darker up front. Good, let's have a look outside. So here, very large garage at the back. Door either side. This garage will take 350 kilos of weight. So I think that's pretty impressive. There's also electricity in the garage should you want to charge up a electric bike or something along those lines. Just hit the camera, or rather the phone, with the door. A rack for 4 bikes, and so it does make it come out a bit more from being a 664 centimeter long vehicle. With that out, you're looking at 7 meters. As you can see, big garage here. Let's see if I can get into this. And right, this is a system which will come out. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. I can't. No, so I need 2 hands. But you lift this up and then the whole thing slides out, and that is much easier. I mean, it's not as good as a refillable system, but it's far better than the usual systems you see. Not that also makes use of the space. These things here, when they're full, can be a little bit difficult to maneuver, and they are well, it depends. Heavy, I mean, is that what's heavy is a matter of opinion, I suppose. Right, let's see if we can get in here, and we can. So we've got the battery there. Battery's plenty of extension space there for the battery. There is your electro block up there above the battery. And I keep meaning I need to do a video on how the electro block actually works. So that would be, anyway, that's something for the future. Haven't done it yet. And here we've got diesel and blue. Oh, so whilst I was talking, a vehicle has parked here, so I shall just finish off in this spot right now. Okay, so this vehicle was introduced in 2022, I think, so there will be some now available on the used market for those of you looking for a nearly new vehicle. This one here, its future, or its immediate future, is to be used as a rental model. And so if you're interested in renting, particularly those of you coming from outside of Europe, if you're interested in coming to Europe, you could rent a vehicle. I can give you the link of this company. I mean, there's plenty others as well. But and then you can sort of travel around in a motorhome and then bring it back, should that be what I'd like to do. But anyway, for the moment, thanks so much for watching, and all the best from me in Germany.